How do I start this without sounding like I'm glazing? Man, forget that. Y'all are tripping with some of your takes on Kendrick. One thing I'll be honest about is that I expect this type of behavior from a particular fan base that isn't K-Dots. But to hear it from people who are supposed to be pundits of the genre or music in general has me confused. I don't ever recall hearing or seeing Kendrick playing the holier-than-thou role. He even penned a song titled Savior, where he's in fact telling you, the listener, that he isn't anyone's savior. He also has a song titled Mirror, where he proclaims that he chose himself because he acknowledged he had to work on himself. I felt the need to address those points before I continue on to the latest bar thrown at Kendrick Lamar. He is now being labeled hypocritical. Like, what the fuck? Many of these hypocritical claims made about Kendrick stem from him working with Playboi Carti. Due to Playboi Carti's history with the law, some feel that K-Dot is a hypocrite for working with him. It went as far as someone saying that they don't know how they feel about Not Like Us anymore. Although I understand where some may feel that he's being a hypocrite, I do not agree with the takes. Many have stated how they feel due to Carti's past allegations and Iggy Azalea's latest statements about him, that an artist like Kendrick Lamar shouldn't be working with Playboi Carti. I can't speak for people that are making these claims, but I'll go as far as speculating that they revere Kendrick Lamar so much that they view him as a deity. I believe many folks listen to some of Kendrick's lyrics and take it as his core values. I'm not saying K-Doc doesn't express his core values in his music, but sometimes it could just be his thoughts he's conveying. You can ask any writer. Sometimes they just let their thoughts go on text. I also believe that through selective listening, this illusion of deity Kendrick was drawn in error. Again, this is all speculation. I can be completely wrong. Many take him dressing as Jesus with the thorn crown as a savior complex. I look at it as a man not afraid to show what he believes in religiously. I can't speak on the dynamic between Kendrick and Carti to even have an opinion about it. I don't know how long they've known each other. I don't know if these features on Carti's album was just a business move. In my opinion, I believe it's a little bit of both. Hitter J3, who happened to be Kendrick's friend, is cool with Carti, so I can see that being the reason they linked up. I also say it's business because no matter how you may feel about Playboi Carti, his following is undeniable. Perhaps both parties involved saw this as an opportunity to move the needle, and if that's the case, man, that was the right move. I'm not sure if the disdain towards Playboi Carti is so strong that they didn't want any of their favorite artists working with him, but to label the man a hypocrite because of it is pretty asinine. People have used his stance in a battle against another artist as a reason to label him a hypocrite as well, stating that the stance he took as the example of morality doesn't seem to hit the same after working with Carti. That take is quite disingenuous because we all know Aubrey accused the man of domestic abuse, accused his wife of infidelity, and even went as far as saying Kendrick's child isn't his. What would be the proper way to rebuttal that? Call you a liar, question your moral compass, then expose what we knew or speculated about Aubrey. I won't get into the battle because I have something special lined up for the podcast, so stay tuned for that. This isn't me caping for Kendrick because he doesn't need me to do it. I noticed a small portion of prominent voices in hip-hop that I respect echo this sentiment about hypocrisy, and I couldn't disagree more. I'm not a Playboi Carti fan, and I'm fully aware what he's done or allegedly done. Do I feel Kendrick working with Carti hurt his brand? Hell no. Do I think Kendrick is a hypocrite for working with Carti? Hell no. Some of y'all are salty at Carti for doing the same thing your homie has done or you've done yourself. Does that make you or your friends hypocrites? I'm pretty sure you will say no or state that you never claimed to be a moral person, which is crazy. Me saying that isn't justifying nor condoning what Carti did or allegedly did. If you wouldn't impose that on yourself with peers, why try to impose that on Kendrick? In my eyes, for Kendrick to be a hypocrite, we have to find out if everything Aubrey said about him was true. But I doubt that because Aubrey was lying throughout the battle, but that's another piece of content. Have we reached a point in hip-hop commentary that we start nitpicking every person's business move, personalize it, then make accusations about who they are? Let's not forget we have little to no information on their dynamic whatsoever. To make those type of assertions based solely on aesthetics is highly irresponsible. I don't have to be a Playboi Carti fan to see that he is a polarizing artist. So much so that those who aren't too fond of him will go as far as ridiculing another artist that works with him. I was just shocked that they went there with K-Dot. Another aspect I have to remember about this hip-hop commentary space is people do clout chase and say things they don't truly believe just for engagement. Do I believe is this the case here? judging by what I saw, it didn't seem like a clout chase, but that isn't something I wouldn't consider. Please be sure to be on the lookout for the next episode of the Blast Podcast. Use the links in the description box to get to that channel. Subscribe, click the notification bell, select all so you can get all the updates. My next episode is a hip-hop episode, so I'm looking forward to y'all tapping into that one. So, and of course, check out the old episode that I just dropped about 2 weeks ago. Tap in with me. Truly appreciate y'all. I'm DSP. This is the Blast Podcast, Side 2.